So when people are first introduced to fitness, there's two main concepts they are told about: bulking and cutting. For those who are still unsure as to what these terms mean, in short, bulking refers to consuming more calories than you are burning daily, as this is said to create that anabolic effect that is needed for muscle growth. However, the excess amount of calories you feed your body inevitably results in an unwanted but unavoidable amount of fat gain. If anyone questions this, however, their query is invalid if you simply respond, "It's okay, mate, I'm bulking." On the other hand, cutting is the exact opposite, consuming less calories than you are burning. This leads to your body going to your fat stores as energy in order to maintain survival, resulting in fat loss. Doing this excessively and over a prolonged period of time can make retaining muscle mass more of a challenge, as fatigue increases and energy levels drop significantly. Cutting can also be referred to as leaning down, or more commonly, getting shredded as fuck. With all that covered, we are led to believe that we must divide the two goals of building muscle and losing fat separately into two phases: bulking and cutting. We are told that in order to lose fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit. Cutting. If you want to build muscle, you have to be in a caloric surplus. Bulking. Although the first point is completely true, the second point is false. You see, the fitness industry is greatly led by old school bodybuilding ideas, and one of these is the bulking and cutting idea, where you bulk up for several months and then cut down for the rest of the year. Although this does result in some muscle gain by the end of it, the process of bulking and cutting, no matter how lean you make the bulk, is an uncomfortable process to put your body under, hence making it an unenjoyable process to go through. If you decide to bulk, you will feel slow, you will feel heavy, and you will feel bloated. If you cut down to the extreme, you will feel tired, you will feel weak, and you may even feel skinny. For athletes in particular, none of these traits mentioned are very beneficial for enhancing performance. Believe me. Not only does this stifle mental motivation, but physically, it's just horrible seeing yourself at one point feeling fat as fuck, and then next thing you know, you're too flat and skinny. When bulking and cutting, you are constantly unhappy with the way you look. As a result, self-confidence falls, and ultimately every other aspect of your life will drop as well. And to me, constantly going through the bulking up and cutting down phases is far from enjoyable in the long run. Although you do have to be in a calorie deficit to lose a considerable amount of fat, you honestly don't have to go through the pain of bulking up, feeling shit, and then cutting off all that fat gain excessively, and then feeling shit again. What you need to understand is that in order to build muscle, your body has to be in an anabolic state. Yes, a calorie surplus can do this, but there is a much more enjoyable alternative: a positive nitrogen balance. Simply put, eat an adequate amount of protein, remain hydrated, and prioritize recovery, meaning getting in plenty of sleep, as essentially your body is actually most anabolic during sleep, and avoid overtraining by keeping workouts short and intense. Quality over quantity. As well as this, maintaining high levels of nitrogen in the body is much easier when stress levels are low. So if you cut out the bulking and cutting crap, as well as not overcomplicating your diet further through tracking macros, you're already a step ahead. By eating at around maintenance calories, or even being in a slight hypercaloric state, aka being in a slight calorie deficit, not only are you able to slowly drop body fat, but also you are in a sufficient state to build muscle. Is this process longer? Yes. But is this process more enjoyable and sustainable? Yes, most bloody definitely. With fitness, we gotta think long term, people, and the best way to sustain a healthy lifestyle is by taking it slower and enjoying the process more. By focusing on building lean muscle mass, you can slowly enjoy gaining strength and athleticism whilst cutting body fat, and always being happy with the way you look, rather than only being happy with how you look half the year, whilst also feeling shit though. If you're sitting there thinking, shut the fuck up, mate, you don't know what you're talking about. Alright, check out Jeff Cavalier from athlenex.com, pro athlete physical therapist. I mean, no homo, but his physique alone shows that over time it is perfectly possible to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Furthermore, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of studies out there that show that the process is more than possible, whereas on the other hand, I'm yet to find a study that has disproved this. Some people ask me, Jake, why are you always freaking topless all of a sudden? Well, it's because I'm actually finally proud with my self-image. I don't feel fat or flat, bloated or tired. heavy or weak through constantly forcing myself through a repetitive bulking and cutting cycle. Again, the process may take longer, but I can tell you for a fact it's far more enjoyable, which to me is the most important factor of them all. And so with that said, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that thumbs up button, and to stay tuned for more of these videos, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Fitness doesn't have to be so complicated and unenjoyable, guys. Just eat right, train hard, and enjoy the gradual improvements you make to your performance, your physique, and overall your life. But enough of me blabbing. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you all again in the next video.